I'm J.R. Church. Welcome to today's webcast. It's Friday, and it looks like it's going to snow here in Oklahoma this evening and tomorrow. Some say as much as 10 inches of snow. So I wanted to just bring a few things to you on the webcast today. These are emails from folks who watch our webcast each day. One says, "Good evening, Dr. Church. I truly love you and Mr. Stearman. Cannot wait each day to hear your webcast. I've been saved for 39 years and have been studying Bible prophecy for all that time as well. I've been looking for the rapture for 38 years. I thought back in 1971 the rapture would happen just any day. I guess I did not see this day coming. I was listening to the radio last night and I heard something troubling. This health bill, Subtitle C11, Section 2521, makes the provision for a microchip under the skin. They call it the National Medical Device Registry, but I just call it the mark of the beast. Immediately, I thought of how you always close your program, keep looking up. I am continuing praying for you and improved health. God bless." Thank you. I appreciate that. And I realize the health bill has a personal identification system. To put a chip under the skin is something that has been disturbing state legislatures, and they are one by one passing bills saying that nobody can get a chip implanted without their permission. So we'll see how that develops. But yes, everything is moving toward the eventual mark of the beast. May I remind you that the mark of the beast will not come until the middle of the tribulation period, when the world government is finally established. Until then, each separate nation will have their own thing going. And of course, it could develop in Europe or America even before then under some guise as the National Workers Program or Medicare or Medical Health Insurance Program, who knows. But yes, the world is being conditioned for the upcoming mark of the beast. A lady once asked me one time, this was several years ago at a prophecy conference, what do you think the new money in the era of the mark of the beast, what do you think the new money will be called? I said, the mark. And, I thought, the German mark. Interesting that Germany's been calling their currency the mark for a mighty long time. Well, here's another email. Brother Church, good afternoon, and thank you for the great information provided on your telecast. I've been following the teachings of Mr. Stearman regarding the pre-trib topic. I find quite interesting the area of study of what one might call the time of the watch. Mr. Stearman hit on this with a husbandman householder. It also brought to mind the teaching of Jesus on the water in the third watch. What really got my attention was the revelation of the days of Noah as a type of the rapture. I've heard much talk in this area, but Mr. Stearman brought this together for me with the simple thought that Noah must have had a clue when the animals came to the ark 2 by 2. Finally, to my question. And by the way, if the animals came to the ark 2 by 2, and let's say they were a year old, or, just young animals, we couldn't wait 10 years to get them all aboard the ark, could we? Because animals don't have that long a lifespan. Finally, to my question, have either of you brought this together as a study, compare or contrast, chronologically? Thanks, Bill. Well, no, Bill, we don't think that there's enough information or enough evidence to be able to say this will happen first, this will happen second, and so on. We just have to keep looking for, these things as they occur. Jesus indicated that several different things would occur. Wars, rumors of wars, nation rising against nation, kingdom against kingdom. There would be disease, famine, earthquakes. All of these things are signs, and And in fact, the earthquakes in divers or various places refers to earthquakes on different areas of the world happening all at the same time. So we're thinking that the earthquakes that are occurring are a part of the mix, but we don't know where and when and how chronologically they would occur. Here's another email. When I pull you up on Google and click, this one is to Gary. When I pull you up on Google and click on the first link, my AVG gets a threat detection. Okay, so when you pull up our website and you went to Gary's biography, which isn't there, by the way, it's been pulled off, and my biography's been pulled off, but there's a little place over on the left side in a list says about J.R. Church or about Gary Stearman. And that's where we used to have our biographies. And yes, there is a hacker that's gotten in there and it's caused us to have to pull this stuff off. But when you go there and you come back out again, it flashes a redirect. But this is not a real problem, okay? It's a made-up problem by a hacker. In fact, it comes on and it starts counting down. It looks like it's going through your computer and checking all of your sites where you might have a virus. And it says you have 11 viruses on your C drive and so on. Well, that's all bogus. That's a lie. Somebody, probably in a foreign country, is doing this. And by the way, we're working on a new website that will be absolutely secure and to get away from that hacker, whoever he is. Mean, despicable, but a hacker nevertheless. And the reason I know this is not real is because on my Macintosh I can pull up the same thing and watch it go through, and checking my Macintosh. Oh, it says on your C drive you've got 11 viruses. Well, I don't have a C drive. Macintosh doesn't have a C drive, so I know that it's all fake. Don't worry about it. Just click out of it. Don't stay away from our website just because of him, okay? Because he's not going to affect you. What he wants to do probably is get you to buy his software. He wants to get your credit card number, and then he can start draining your credit card. Just don't pay him any attention. And certainly don't continue. Just get out of it. Get out of his deal. And, of course, he'll, it's one of those things when you click get me out or try to click it off, he'll come up with another excuse. But it is possible after a few tries to get out of it, and then he won't bother you anymore. So, I wanted you to know about that. Now, here's another email. This one says, until you pointed out yesterday that Pentecost was a dateless event, I could never reconcile, no man knows the day nor the hour, with any feast other than Rosh Hashanah. But my past research, I knew Pentecost was recognized in the Jewish tradition as Enoch's birthday and translation. And since Pentecost was the church's birthday, by the way, David was born and died on Pentecost. Since it's the church's birthday, it's also likely date for its rapture. Thanks. My lightning quick mind now understands how no man knows the date or the hour. Fits Pentecost as being a dateless event. Just wanted you to know that on May 23rd of this year is Pentecost. It starts on Saturday night at sundown, May 22nd, goes through Sunday, May 23rd. That's Pentecost this year. Well, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you again Monday with our analysis of the news.